It was supposed to be a routine recovery. 2 U.S. Army sergeants, Sergeant Caleb Rios and Sergeant Mark Keller, were dispatched from White Sands Missile Range after a missile test earlier that morning veered wildly off course. The tracking systems lost it somewhere in Sector Echo, a remote stretch of desert dotted with fractured rock, coarse dunes, and the bone-dry silence of nothingness. The sun burned overhead, and the air shimmered with heat as the 2 men drove out into the expanse in a rugged utility vehicle. After hours of sweeping the terrain, they reached a zone where the guidance system last pinged the missile's signal. "Let's split up," Keller suggested, wiping sweat from his brow. "We'll cover more ground. Radio if you find anything." Rios nodded, unslinging his rifle as he trudged toward the ridge of a sand dune. 15 minutes later, a scream cut across the desert, raw, primal, and unmistakably Keller's. Rios sprinted toward the sound, adrenaline igniting his nerves. He scaled the dune, half expecting to see his friend coiled by a rattlesnake. But what he saw, what he still sees in his nightmares, was something else entirely. Hovering above the sand about 20 feet away was a metallic saucer, smooth and silent, casting an unnatural shadow in the blazing sun. From its underside, a snake-like metallic hose gripped Sergeant Keller by the leg, dragging him screaming across the sand. His boot kicked up dust as he clawed at the ground. Rios shouted, raised his weapon, but before he could fire, the disc emitted a sharp, resonating hum. It pulled Keller upward, then paused mid-air for what felt like an eternity before blasting into the sky at an impossible speed, leaving behind only silence. Rios, shaking, radioed base. A chopper was on the scene within the hour. Drones, ground teams, scanners. They searched for 3 days. On the morning of the 4th, they found Keller's body, 15 miles from the abduction site. He was mutilated beyond explanation. Limbs twisted, skin burned in circular patterns, eyes wide open as if they'd seen something unspeakable. Then the briefing came. 2 men in black uniforms, no insignias, no names, brought Rios into a sealed room. "You saw drone malfunction," one of them said. "If you say otherwise," the other added, "you'll never see daylight again." He was made to sign paperwork, swear oaths, and was reassigned to a desk job in Virginia by the end of the week. But Rios never forgot what he saw. Now retired, living alone and off-grid, Sergeant Rios still wakes up in cold sweats. He started talking to a few journalists, whispering about the thing in the sky, the hose, the body, and the lies. And every so often he notices a black SUV parked near his cabin. Watching, waiting,